farmers, welcome back to No Man's Land. Late evening, I thought this would be the best time to get our rocks off the field. So that's what we're doing. I started with the other 3 fields first. This is the last field we got to do. This is going to be the grass field. I did the other 3 fields first because I wanted to see if I got about the same amount of stones as I did last time. And I think last time I got like 6,780 some odd liters. I don't really remember, but somewhere in that vicinity. And I got about the same amount. So it seems like it doesn't matter how many times you plow your field and rocks come up. It's going to be about the same amount of literage of rocks that you're going to get. And now I'm over here in the new grass field taking care of this field. No trees have respawned, so that's a good thing. And so far so good about the tree stumps. I think I got them all, which is a good thing because I returned the tree mulcher back probably before I should have, just because I returned it like, oh, I was going to double check, and yeah, I kind of forgot. But so far so good. I'm not going to bother turning on the line production just because I don't need to at the moment, and that's going to take care of the amount of rocks I got in there within a day or so. So if I really need it, and I don't really know if I got enough lime in there to even do, I mean, from the rocks I got today, I'd probably be able to do 1 field, maybe 2, I'm not too sure. It's one of these things, this lime production isn't worth it. If you're going to have rocks turned on, then yeah, it's just something to invest in for sure, because it's only $10,000 for the stone crusher to make lime. And of course you're going to have a stone picker anyways, because you got rocks turned on, so I would assume you're going to want to pick up the stones. So with that being said, yeah, it probably is worth it in the long run. In the short run, yeah, it's like anything, I guess. You know, you're short on the cash, so every time you spend money, it kind of hurts a little bit. I mean, this leasing this stone picker here was like $2,000. So yeah, but you got to do it. If it's there, you got to do it. Well, you don't have to, but you know, like I said, right now we're leasing most of the equipment that we're using in the field, so I don't care if I damage the stuff. It's all good. The one thing that is getting quite damaged is our T6. Our T6 is starting to cry a little bit and wants some attention. I'm hoping not this episode, but maybe next episode we might get around to finally putting down a workshop, because I do want to see what the price difference is, if any, from fixing our vehicle at the main shop to our own shop. Like I said, I tested it a little bit on Elm Creek before any updates to Farming Simulator came along. But as we all know, when Farming Simulator 22 came out, the economy was a little wanky, if you will. So it didn't seem to make sense in some areas. Yeah, like the time I repaired the John Deere 6R for like $16,000. I'm like, okay, that's an expensive repair bill. Did I just buy a new engine for the 6R? But we're just about done with the rocks here. We'll see how many rocks we actually have collected. I haven't, like I said, didn't start the line production. Then we're going to sleep till the night after I return the stone picker, because I don't want to pay any more leasing fees. Get up in the morning, sell just enough what we need to go ahead and buy ourselves the Coon mower. And I've been finding myself on what forage wagon I want to get. So, I mean, I think I'll stick right now to the cheapest stuff, because in the future I could always, you know, trade in for something bigger. Just get what we need just to make things work and save money so we can buy other things. Long future plans here. I do believe we're going to plant grass, I think, in this field this fall. September? Yeah, September. And I'm going to go back to plant wheat or barley. Originally, I thought about planting sorghum in these fields, but that means I can't plant until next season, and I want to get this field planted with grass in it, so next season we have a nice field of grass to start cutting, because I kind of hope next season, I'm guessing if nothing comes up for sale in the used vehicle department, we'll probably put down the sheep pen and get the sheep up and going, because as I saw in Elm Creek, it took a while for the sheep to really start. I don't want to say really, they weren't producing a lot of wool, but we only had like 16 sheep, something like that. So I want to get the sheep started, let them reproduce, let them start producing some wool, so we can go ahead at some point and I mean, we can sell the wool straight up, or just put it aside until we get a spinnery to make fabric and eventually a tailor shop. But I think our next production building could be a granary. I don't know. Like I said, I really don't have an exact set plan of how I want to do things here. I just kind of plan ahead for like the next episode at most. So all the rocks are off all the fields, all 4 fields. If we come in here, how many rocks we end up with? So 14,058 liters of stone. So we'll get the same amount of lime. So we're going to have about 20,000 liters of lime, which is not that bad. So let's go in here and let's click on this and return that. That can go away for now. I will say this, it took me about a good hour and 10 minutes to do the stone picking in those 4 fields by myself, you know, not hiring a worker, but by myself. Imagine leasing the smaller equipment. That would really, really suck. The T6 can be parked here. Let me just check the other production here. Planks. I got plenty of storage in planks so we can sleep through the night. Tomatoes, we can see here, we got plenty of water. And I don't even have enough pallets spawned out here yet. And furniture, we got enough wood. And furniture space is cleared on out. Let's double check on the animals. The chickens are doing rather well. We're going to get 50 chickens tomorrow from these hens right here. No, that's puberty. Sorry. That's wrong. That's puberty. That's puberty. That's reproduction. So tomorrow, I do believe we'll get another 50 chickens, bringing the total up to 251. Yeah, that should be right. Does it tell the total actually anywhere? I'm probably looking right at it, and I'm missing it. So I don't see the total in the pen. I have to add it up myself, right? I don't like math this late in the evening for myself. It's fine. The chickens are fine anyways. Let's go. Oh, before I go to bed, though, because I have not checked. I forgot what was on sale. Nothing, I don't want to say of interest, but nothing that we are currently looking for. All right. Yes, we're all set. Let's go to bed. Let's see what August has to bring. I always wake up at 8 o'clock. Because why not? A little cloudy overnight. Not too bad. Feel that summer breeze going from July into August. There's some fees there. Production costs, property maintenance, vehicle leasing costs is kind of expensive. Yikes. It is what it is. All right, let's check the shop here. Ooh. Hello. But it's not the baler. I want the modded one. I guess it doesn't really matter, though. But that is a nice one. Well, what's the working speed? 10 miles an hour. This is a nice little... Oh, but it doesn't come with the pallet forks. Okay. You know what, Peanut? You need to stay focused. Yeah, I need to stay focused. Let's stay focused. Let's get out of there. But nothing that jumps out with the screen at me. Screen at me. Let's see. 50, 50, 50, 50. So there we go. Tons of chickens. Everything's looking good there. I need to come in here because we do need a little bit of cash. So what are the eggs currently going for? Not too bad. What's the best time of the year to sell it? We are in the month of August. The prices last season, apparently we're here. Looks like November is the best time to sell eggs, so no go on the eggs. We'll hold off on that. If we come on down here a little further, tomato, month of August, price is not the best. Looks like January for tomatoes, but they are going for, yeah, I sold them for over $500 before. All right, so let's not do that. Planks, $1,300 is not bad. Even though, yeah, the price is probably... So we're probably going to sell the planks, and the furniture is going for... It is over $2,000. So the furniture needs to go to the supermarket, and the planks need to go to... Well, I guess, I mean... Technically, the planks need to go to the farm shop, and the furniture needs to go to... Oh, it doesn't matter. The planks can only go to the farm shop. That's right. I can't sell them here. I don't have a seat. Okay, so... can't do that. All right, so let's go ahead and grab our T6. Like I said, we just need a little bit of cash, so I think I'm going to sell, instead of selling everything, let's sell the planks. Let's go ahead and sell the planks. So we need to get our trailer, load them on up, and I'm going to cheese it. I'm not going to get the front end loader. I'm just going to go ahead and put on the super strength and load them on up. Because the pallets have not been my friend too much. And I don't want to be frustrated trying to load up some pallets. So I'll pick them up by hand and put them on in there and go sell them. And then, yes, we're going to buy ourselves a mower and a forage wagon and start cutting some grass around here. And you're not staying on the road that you made. That's ridiculous. Stay in your road. Stay in your lane, as they say. Let's go over here and hitch up to our wonderful little trailer. And every time I use a trailer and put loads on, I think if I had a front end weight on the front of this T6, I might be able to load a little bit more. I might be taking too much weight off the front end of the tractor. And that's why I have a little bit of problem putting more on here than I want. But I'm not one for weights on vehicles. I think the only time I use weights is when I get myself a tractor. I usually buy the wide tires with weights. So that's why I never really need weights on my tractor. And it's just something else to attach. Then if I want to attach something else to it, then I have to take the weight off, and I hate doing that. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Super strength. Let's turn that on here. Now let's grab these planks. Put them on in here. Now, originally I said about doing the silo bunker and cutting grass and making silage. We'll wait on it. But you know what? Now I want to make cash a little bit faster. And we had the money to go ahead and do what we needed to do. And as you saw last episode, we got ourselves our silo bunker. So now it's time. It's just sitting there, and I'm like, I just don't want it sitting there. Let's get ourselves our mower and loading wagon and get to work. Because next month we will be planting, like I said, our wheat / barley and our grass field. Alright, so that wasn't on far enough apparently. Nope. Yeah, the other day when I was actually rendering a video, I was watching Daggerwin's video. I don't know when it was, but I just clicked on it and I was watching it, and he was doing the same thing with pallets. I guess he has the electronic pallet fork, and he was doing, I think he was doing furniture as well. He was bringing planks over to the furniture shop, and the pallet went flying, and his electronic skid steer kind of flipped over as well. Alright, so usually about 10. Alright, I got 10,000 is about much I can do on the planks. Alright, so it's going to take me just a little bit of a while to get there, because it slows down the speed of the T6. Let's go ahead and we're going to sell all these planks today, just get some cash in. And then we're going to buy ourselves a mower and a loading wagon / forest wagon. I almost said forage harvester. Forage wagon. Alright, so here's trip number 1 with the planks. I just realized the T6 could use some diesel fuel again today. Spending all that time picking up those rocks definitely burned through the diesel fuel. I do believe I got my fuel usage on high though, so let's keep that in mind. It's like, why is it going through so much fuel? I got it on high because leaving it on low, it just seems like I could almost go through a whole series sometimes without fueling up tractor. So I put it on high. I think it comes set on normal. I think I put the fuel usage on high. Anyways, back to the sawmill. That's right, we're going to do my paper with a name I had for the sawmill. Because I can never remember the name of it. It's like, was it this? Was it that? I'm like, I don't know. So maybe next episode, I'll remember to have the paper out. We'll name the sawmill. 9,000 more liters of planks will definitely help on out. Pretty soon, I'm sure I'm going to start taking the planks and just bring over to the furniture shop and start making furniture that way. Probably once the furniture shop runs out of wood, we'll bring planks over and just start making furniture that way. Because we'll be making money a lot of other ways for sure by then. I hope so. Alright, give me another $10,000 please. Always comes in handy. Actually, it's $12,186, bringing the total to $55,000, which is really, really nice. I'm going to come over here and top off with some diesel fuel. Because I want to do it now while I'm thinking about it, because I'll forget. This is going to be like about a $300 bill, maybe, something like that. Of course, I may be a little high. I did a series episode not long ago in Griffin, Indiana. Oh, it's $266, and I fueled up the Steiger, and that cost me like $600, which is not that bad, really, if you think about it. For what diesel fuel really does cost, it's not that much. All right, gonna go back, drop off the trailer. I'll meet you right back here at the store. Get ourselves the, which mower was it? The Kuhn mower, I think. And I think it's a Pottinger forage wagon. I think that's what we're going for. While I'm here, I'm just a little bit curious to see what, I don't want to say a fully worn out T6 is going to cost to repair. Repair is still kind of expensive, $6,710 to repair. Repaint is $19,439, and I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to see, but I don't think the paint is wearing off on these vehicles yet. I still don't think that's working. If I don't know if it's working as intended. Let's just say that it's not the way it was in 19 in seasons mode, at least. So I'm not too sure. So I need $6,000 to repair the T6. Anyways, hey, Sally. Okay, never mind. I don't want to talk to you either. The heck with her. All right, so let's go into here. Let's go to mowers first because that's that's step one. Yeah, I'm still a little this set. I'm not going to even bother trying to pronounce that. The F240. So it's $12,000 with a working width of 2.4 and a working speed of 12 miles an hour, or I could buy the Coon. That's a 3.1 meter and 13 mile an hour working speed. I guess the benefit is the horsepower that it needs. It's 20 more horsepower to run the Coon, but it's cheaper. So we are going with that. Nothing to modify on it, so let's just go ahead and buy that. Yes. I think we're all set, right? We should be all set. Yeah, we're fine on that. All right, let's go out and look at forage wagons. It is a Pottinger. I thought it was. I was mulling over getting the Strotman. I mean, this one would be. I mean, I could actually haul this one around, but that is 70 grand. And right now, yeah, we're just gonna. We're not working too far from the farm, so it's not like a long drive. So let's go into here. License plate. Let's just go in here and we're just gonna do no plate. We can put plates on stuff later on. My brain's not thinking of a clever name right now, so we're just gonna do that. 30,000 for this, but let's go ahead and buy it. I thought about leasing this stuff and just using it for a day, compacting it, but once we get sheep and all that, yeah, then we're definitely going to need a mower and a forage wagon. Probably not have a full setup, so let's get this now. Hopefully I'm coming. Yep. Just didn't know what side I needed to hook up on, and I guessed what side correctly. Hitch that on up. Hydraulic hoses, PTO shaft. All right, let's lift that up. $6 grand to repair this. All right, so I got to be prepared for that. It's going to be more once I finally do get the workshop down because we're going to put a little bit more wear and tear on it for sure. All right, we are set to go. Now, the only thing I got to be kind of careful of is I want to make sure I drive in a straight line when I do this because I don't want, because there's no decomposition on the grass that we're aware of. I mean, on Elm Creek I didn't have any, so I assume it's still the same way here. So I don't want to miss little patches here and there and just leave little blotches of grass everywhere. We are going to go back up to the main farm, so you know what, let me just stay on the main road, if we can call it that, and then go to the farm. Let's start collecting some grass. We can put it into our silo bunker and eventually start compacting that down and eventually cover it up, get some silage, and then yeah, we'll start selling some silage at the farm shop. I'm pretty sure that the supermarket does not want silage, but then again, I could be wrong. And then in the long haul, the silage would be there for the cows, and if I got a lot of extra, at some point we'll have the biogas plant maybe to sell to, make some energy, bring in some cash that way. That's a long distance future planning right there. Well, as I'm coming back to the farm, I'm seeing this open spot right here. I'm like, well, this is probably the best place, if any. So let's go ahead and fold or unfold our Coon mower. Lower it down. Whip it on. And now switch tools. And then the pickup is already down. Turn that on here. And we'll just start cutting some grass. And it looks like the Coon is putting it into a nice little swath for us, so the loading wagon can pick it on up. And we're not doing too bad for grass collection. So, wait, before I say anything, so I know the mower working speed was 13. What's the loading wagon working speed? 10. Alright, so the T6, even though it's worn down relatively good, it still has more than enough horsepower to still work at the max speed that we're allowed to, which is the loading wagon's what's restricting. I don't want to say restricting us. But the loading wagon's working speed's 10, the mower is 13. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to switch to the mower. Let's turn the mower off. And now we'll turn back around. Really don't have to do a lot of straight lines because it doesn't really matter. I will try to do it nicely. I know originally I said I didn't really want to do this, but to kind of progress along a little bit through this winter, doing some silage sale would not be too bad. Because we still need a lot of things at the farm, a shed, the work garage, the repair garage, whatever the heck it's called. Need that. I mean, we need a lot of things, obviously, but we're getting there. We'll have a lot of eggs to sell. I'll turn it back on. We'll have a lot of eggs to sell, tomatoes, planks, and of course, furniture. And we'll make a lot of it through the winter. It's all going to work out rather well. Probably next year make a couple more fields here. So we can start maybe selling some grain, or eventually, if the price is good, like I said, the grain mill is probably the next thing for production. But like I said, also next year I want to get down the sheep pen as well. So next season, our goals are the sheep pen and possibly the grain mill to start making some flour and make more fields. Because I think we got enough food for the chickens. But then again, our chicken coop is not even half full yet. But we seem to be keeping up with them so far. But then again, every plan could change if something comes up for sale in the workshop. It's like, oh, that's something we desperately want. So far, the only thing that came up for sale is the Kuhn plow by Stevie, and yeah, it's the same plow that's in game. The only difference is the working speed is a little bit faster, so that helps me out quite a bit get work done. Almost full. I'll just keep going in a straight line till we are full. So we're at 94, 95. I turned off the mower. Did I leave a little bit there? I did. I'll have to come back pick that up because that will not decompose. Let's lift that mower up. Let's lift up the pickup is already lifted up on the loading wagon because it got full, so it does it automatically. It's a smart machine. Fields are looking really good, so you got to remember we already got a stage of fertilization down on the fields because we have the chopped straw mod that allows us to get some fertilization from the straw that we chopped. It does exactly what it says. Can I drive around right now? Probably can. We can stick to the trees. You know what? I'm probably just going to dump it right down the center. And try to keep it inside the bunker. So let's go ahead and unload here. That's not too bad for a starter for one wagon. So I'm thinking 5 wagons will get me to the end here. Then I'll have to compact it on down. And then I can probably put more in. Just got to be careful of getting stuck in there. So that's always the thing. Let me go ahead and get a couple more wagons in there. And maybe we'll start compacting right away. Just a third load of cut grass. And I think I'll get the rest done in between episodes. but probably going to take a while to fill up that silo bunker. Well, fill up best I can. I don't think I'm going to be able to fill it up because I'm pretty sure I'll get stuck in there pretty easily in the T6. Have to see. Maybe I'll compact it well enough. Who knows? I was just looking at the silage prices currently, and just remember I am playing in hard economy mode. Currently it's like 137, but the best time to sell silage apparently is December. At least it was last year. Let's go ahead in here and try to line this up correctly. Yeah, it definitely takes a while to get, what do we got, like 16,000 liters in here? So it takes a while to get 16,000 liters with just one mower. And cutting grass that's not into a field. So that's why we're going to be making a grass field here. So I hope by next episode, which will be the month of September, where we do plan on planting wheat or barley. Probably barley because we did wheat this year. So we'll plant, maybe, yeah, we'll just plant barley. I'll probably change my mind 20 times over. And also plant grass as well. I probably should check. Usually you can plant grass anytime. Maybe I better check on that. Where is grass? Grass. Yeah, you can plant grass all the way to December. Just can't plant grass in December, January, and February. So we're all set there. So we'll be able to plant our grass then. So it'll work out rather well. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you are watching this the day this video goes live, it should be New Year's Eve. So I want to wish everyone a happy New Year and a safe New Year's Eve night. Just be kind of smart out there if you're going on out and having fun. But do have fun. That's for darn sure. Well, if I come in here so you can see we got 48,000 liters of silage already. 1% compacted. So I think when I get probably, I said 5, but it looks like I might be able to get one more forage wagon load in here. Then I'll start compacting it. It should level on out. I know there's levelers in there. Levelers came along in Farming Simulator 17. And I flat out hated them. And I think that's what turned me off on them. But I may give them a go here in 22 to see how they improved. But, yeah, we'll see how we get along. I don't know if I'll be able to buy one or lease one. How much are those? I don't even know where they even are in here, to be honest with you. Let me ramble on for a little longer while I keep on looking. Levelers right here. Alright, so these are the ones I remember in 17. But the cheapest one is right here. So if I were to, quote-unquote, lease it, oh, it's only $124, so that's not too bad. If I were to go something a little bit bigger and lease that, $346. So that's easy enough to do. I should just kind of curious if I were to lease the belt. How much does a lease belt go for? $2,000. That cuts into your profit. All right. Either way, hopefully next episode I'll have a good amount of grass, chaff in here. It'll be all compacted and covered, and it should take 2 months to ferment, I do believe. And then we'll have a whole bunch of silage to sell in the month of December. So I think this upcoming winter, with the amount of chickens that we have, which currently we have 250, pretty soon we'll have a couple sets of chickens every 2 months, giving us this pen's going to be kind of full by next year, I think. And then maybe we might even start selling some chickens when it gets full. Why not? The greenhouse is doing the greenhouse thing, and of course we all know the sawmill and Have a Seat are doing just fine over there. So, yeah, we're just putting more stuff down, making more money, getting more money in. That way we can expand the farm, start putting down more productions, and just keep the ball on rolling. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in No Man's Land. But until then, have a good one. Do I got weeds growing over here?